I'm glad I caught that before I went ahead and made my actual waffle. Cause wow, bro. Good morning, everybody, and happy Saturday. My name is Daisha Gabriel, and thank you so much for returning to my YouTube channel. So here in this channel, we talk, we interact, we chop it up, and we spread good vibes and positive energy. So since today is Saturday, I am really in the mood to cook with you guys. I'm super excited to show y'all what we're gonna be making today. The recipe is gonna be really simple and really easy to follow along with. So if you don't really know how to cook, or if you only have like basic cooking skills like myself, girl, no worries at all. Just follow along with this video, and I promise you, you will have a bomb breakfast that you don't even have to wait in line for. You can make it right in the comfort of your own home. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get right into the video. So y'all already know that your girl loves to stay organized, so I went ahead and set up all of the stuff that I'm going to be using for today. So I have my toaster and my waffle maker, which is already preheating. And then right here in the back, I have my pan for my bacon and my cutting board and all of the utensils that I'm going to be using to handle food. And right here in the back, I have all of my measuring cups. Coming to the front, I have my lids and my pots and pans. And then coming over, I have 2 trays of my cold food. I'm gonna put this back in the fridge because I'm not gonna use it just yet, but I just wanted y'all to see the whole setup. So this pan has my cheese, butter, bacon bits, eggs, my onion, and my carnation milk. And of course, this one has my sausage and my bacon. And then moving to the back, I have this pan with my oils, my syrup, and my seasonings. And then in this last corner, we just have dry ingredients, which is my multi-grain toast, my potatoes, my waffle mix, and my grits. So when I'm cooking, I like to always make sure I go ahead and preset my oven for my bacon. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. So since I'm going to be making my food a little bit slower because I'm filming, I'm just going to put it on 350. I usually put it on 380, but we're just going to do 350 today because I don't want my bacon to cook faster than I'm able to film. So since we are going to be making loaded home fries today, I like to make my potatoes first because those take the longest to cook. So before I start, I'm just going to go ahead and make sure my potato is clean. I'm just going to rinse that under some water really quick, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. So I just finished cleaning my potato. I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the stove. So I already have my pan here on the first eye. I'm just gonna turn this on to a little bit above 2. All right, are y'all ready to prep these potatoes? So first I'm gonna go ahead and peel it. Do y'all know how to peel potatoes? If you don't, I got you. So we're not gonna use this knife, we're gonna use the smaller knife. We don't wanna have no accidents or have nobody getting cut. So what I like to do is just line it up. Make sure your hands are holding the whole potato. You don't wanna slip and accidentally cut yourself. So I just put my thumb here as a placeholder, and I just put the knife in and just pull down. And you'll know if you're peeling your potato right because it'll be very, very thin. It won't have like big chunks in it. And we're just gonna continue this around the entire potato. For me personally, I don't mind if like a little bit of skin is left on. I actually like my home fries better that way, but if you want to peel the whole potato, that is totally up to you, girl. This is about how I'm gonna have my potato looking. So we're gonna transition into cutting. So when I cut my potato, if it's big like this, I want to make sure I start in the middle and cut it in half. I'm gonna put my hand down so that way the knife goes all the way through. I'm gonna put this to the side just for a second, and then I'm gonna work with this half first. So I like to make sure it's this way, so that way I can cut down the middle a lot more easily. So I'm gonna put the knife here, cut down, and now I have 2 half pieces. I'm gonna put this to the side, and then we're just gonna be working with this piece for now. I cut this down the middle again, push it down, and then I'm gonna turn it to the side for y'all. And then we're gonna start at the back. We're gonna cut, and we're gonna cut. And then sometimes these 2 front pieces are like really big. So I'm just gonna put these down like this, and then cut again to make these a lot smaller. And sometimes the pieces are like still kind of big, so I just cut those in half again. And then I just put them to the side and then continue on with the next piece. I just go through and make sure all of my potatoes are around the same size, because I want to make sure all of my potatoes are going to be cooked evenly. These are relatively the same size, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this to the side because I need to go ahead and chop my onion. So when I chop my onion, I pretty much follow the same process as I did with my potatoes. Get everything set up and prepared for my waffle. This takes a little bit of time, so I just want to go ahead and get it out of the way. So for my waffle, here are the measurements. I'm gonna need 1.5 cups of mix, 2/3 of a cup of water, 1 egg, and 3 tablespoons of oil. This should be the consistency of your batter. I want to do a quick little update so you guys know where we are with prep. So we already have everything prepared for our loaded home fries. We just finished prepping our waffle mix, and now we need to go ahead and get everything prepared for our sausage and our bacon. So first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the stove. So I already have my pan back here for my sausage, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on low, just like I did for my potatoes. And when I make my bacon, I do like to make it in the oven, and I like to put it on a pan with aluminum foil wrapped around. And the reason I like to use aluminum foil is because the bacon does not accumulate as much grease when it's cooking. And when it's time for me to go ahead and wash dishes, all I have to do is peel this aluminum foil off, and I can just go ahead and wash the pan without having to scrub it or, you know, do any extra work whenever I need to clean it. Now, usually when I'm making bacon or anything pertaining to raw meat, I like to wear gloves, but since I don't have any, I'm just gonna have to use my hands, and I just washed my hands again, y'all. I'm gonna wash my hands again. I will be right back in like 2 seconds. So since it's gonna take a little bit of time for my pan, for my sausage to heat up, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything prepared for my grits. So we're gonna cook them over here on this side. I'm actually gonna put this one on 2. And then I'm making 1 serving of grits. So when you make 1 serving of grits, here are the measurements. You're going to need 1/4 cup of grits, 1 cup of water, and salt. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour in my water. And then I'm gonna add my salt beforehand because it helps the water to boil a little bit faster. I'm not gonna do too much. Once the water starts boiling, that's when I'm actually going to add the grits inside. All right, so we're done with prep. Are y'all ready to start cooking? I promise you it's gonna be really easy. So let's go ahead and we're gonna add the oil to our pan for our loaded home fries. So I usually do like a cap full of vegetable oil. I'm gonna drop that bad boy in there. We do not want anything sticking to the bottom of the pan, so make sure you guys use oil. I just want to give you guys a quick little FYI. Whenever you are making your loaded home fries, please make sure you come back and periodically stir them because you don't want anything sticking to the bottom of the pan. Even though you already added vegetable oil, you still need to come back and stir them, and you definitely want to make sure you don't have any potatoes coming up burnt. So make sure y'all stir your potatoes, please, and I promise you, you will have the best loaded home fries. Before I go ahead and drop the sausage, I just wanted to give you guys another little FYI. Whenever you make your sausage links, make sure you don't have the heat on your stove turned up too high because you don't want the inside of your sausage to be raw and for the outside to be cooked. So just keep that in the back of your mind. You don't have to do too much with sausage. Just make sure you go back and periodically shake your pan back and forth a little bit just to make sure you don't have anything sticking and to also ensure that your sausage is not going to burn. So remember I told you guys once the water for the grits starts boiling, that's when we're gonna go ahead and add them. So make sure you have your measuring cup. We're gonna be using 1/4 of a cup for our grits because we're only making 1 serving. Well, I'm only making 1 serving. So shake off the excess. Go ahead and pour them on the top. And once they're poured in, go ahead and give it a little stir because you don't want anything clumping together. This is very important, you guys. Make sure you stir your grits. And then you're gonna go ahead and put the lid on the top and then let them cook for a few minutes. Make sure you watch them, you guys, because if you don't, they will boil over on the top and go all over your stove, and it's gonna be really hard. Well, it's not gonna be hard to clean it up, but it's gonna be like really annoying to try and get all of these grits off the stove because the heat is gonna make them stick if they boil over. And another thing that's really important when you guys are making grits is to go ahead and reduce the heat once you add them to the pot, because you don't want them to cook too fast. Watch your grits like you watch them post on Instagram, okay? I just finished stirring my home fries not too long ago, and they're coming along pretty well. So if you guys don't cook potatoes often, a little trick I learned to see if they're almost done is to just pick one, get you a spoon, and just poke the top of it. If the spoon goes through without any resistance and you feel that the potato is soft, that means your potatoes are almost done. So when I get to this point of making my home fries, I just go ahead and reduce the heat and let the steam finish doing the rest of the work for me. All right, so our grits are coming along nicely. Once they get to this point, you guys, they're basically almost done. So if you want to go ahead and add any extra toppings or seasoning, you can go ahead and do that now. So I like to add in butter, carnation milk. With carnation milk, just be careful. You don't want to add too much, because if you do, your grits will taste like evaporated milk. I'm gonna add a little bit more water because I don't like when my grits are like really thick. I like to have like a creamy consistency. And then we can go ahead and add pepper. We added salt in the beginning when we made the water, so we don't really have to add any more salt. And I am gonna add some of this, let me turn it around, some of this pollo seasoning, just a little bit, you guys. You don't have to add this. This is optional. This is just something that I like to do to add a little bit more flavor to my grits. So with this, if you decide to add it, just add a little bit, y'all, like this much, because I have had experiences in the past where I have added too much of this seasoning and my grits tasted like ramen noodles. So just make sure you're careful with the seasoning, y'all. And since we're making cheese grits, we of course have to add our cheese. This is the sliced deluxe American cheese. So what I like to do is just put the lid back on, and my stove is still on low, so I just like to let everything melt together a little bit, and then I'll come back and mix it together and show you guys what the grits are gonna be looking like. So y'all, I stir everything together, and this is what our grits are looking like. I love the consistency. It's not too thick, it's not too loose, it is just perfect. Okay, so our home fries are done. It's time to do the fun part, which is adding our seasoning. So we're gonna add in pepper, seasoned salt. Oops, wrong side, girl. I forgot to show y'all this, but I do add a little bit of Old Bay as well. We're gonna add some more salt. And stir everything together. And now we get to add our cheese. I like mine to be extra cheesy because I just love cheese. We're gonna add our bacon. And add a little bit more cheese on top. We can go ahead and add the lid, so everything is going to be nice and melted together. And our sausage is still doing good in the back. So I just want to check in with y'all real quick to see how y'all are doing. How are y'all feeling about the video so far? Am I explaining things well enough for you guys? Just let me know down in the comments below. So we're almost done, guys. I just have to finish making the eggs, the toast, and the waffle, and then I will show you guys the final result of our breakfast that we made together today. So I hope you guys are excited as much as I am, because I am really hungry and I am so ready to eat this food. Are y'all ready to whip up these eggs? I use hella oil because, girl, when it's time to wash dishes, trying to get egg out of pans is like the worst. Are y'all ready for me to reveal this food to y'all? I don't think y'all are ready. All right, let's go. All right, y'all, so here is the final result of our breakfast that we made today. Let me go ahead and give y'all a close up. We got our waffle and we got some syrup in the back because you know we gotta have the syrup. We can't do no dry waffles. And we got the grits. Oh, just perfect. The multi-grain toast, I topped it off with some butter as soon as I took it out of the toaster. And I don't know about y'all, but I love some crispy bacon. And we got the real MVP over here, our loaded home fries and our scrambled eggs and our sausage. Y'all know I had to bring out the top tier breakfast drink, which is orange juice, my favorite. Okay, so it's time for our taste test. I'm gonna taste the sausage first. Oh, I gotta get down on these home fries. Oh my God. And the eggs, hold on. Bro, I think I might need a second opinion on this. I'll be right back. All right, so on a scale of 1 to 10, what would y'all rate my breakfast?
Wait, let me taste the sausage.
Oh my God.
Hold on, piece of bacon.
Orange juice would be nice right now.
Okay, let me put that down. Put that down. Tasty grits.
This shit good. I rate
Dad!
I give you a 9.
Okay.
Let me try it one more time.
We might got 9 because I ain't got no orange juice.
Oh my God.
You got orange juice?
No. I said 10.
Okay.
Let your dad say a 9. But I said a 10.
I'm lacking orange juice right now.
I will have like some orange juice as well.
I mean, it's in the fridge.
But besides the orange juice, when it comes to the food, The food is good.
Ma, why do you sound like Maya Wilkes of Girlfriends? Okay, you're done. Bye. All right, y'all. So that is it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed cooking with me today just as much as I enjoyed making this meal with y'all. This is my first official cooking video, so I'm really looking forward to making more recipes for you guys. I hope you all enjoy your food. Make sure you pray over your food. Don't beat yourself up if it didn't come out how you wanted it to. It took me a few tries to get the recipe right myself. Practice makes perfect. Just keep on practicing, keep on trying, and don't give up on yourself, because cooking is definitely something that is not easy for everybody, which is definitely understandable. I'm not good at everything either, so just keep on practicing, y'all, and make sure you spread those good vibes and positive energy. Check out my description box for all of the ingredients that we used today. I also included the prices of those ingredients and a little miniature step-by-step guide that you can take if you guys want to come back and use this recipe later. I love you all. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.